What does it really take to become the best? Is it raw talent? Is it luck? Or is it something far deeper, something that can't be measured by any standard but your own? Let me tell you something about being the best. It's not about waiting for the world to tell you that you are. It's about deciding, right here, right now, that you are the best. You don't wait for greatness to come to you. You take it, you embody it, and you make it yours. When I first started, I wasn't born a master. I wasn't born a legend. But I knew one thing. Nobody was going to outwork me. I trained harder, thought deeper, and pushed myself further than anyone ever thought possible. I didn't ask for permission to be great. I became great through relentless action and a belief that I was already there. And that's what I want you to understand today. Greatness is a choice, not a chance. If you're ready to stop waiting for recognition and start acting like the champion you were born to be, stay with me. Because when you believe it and act on it, the world has no choice but to follow. 1. The mindset of a champion. To be the best, the journey starts with your belief in yourself. You can't afford to have even the slightest doubt. Doubt is your enemy. It slows you down, it holds you back, it keeps you from reaching your potential. A true champion never second-guesses themselves. They don't hesitate when the moment arrives. They are already prepared, mentally and emotionally, to seize it. The key is to know what you are capable of before you even take the first step. When I step into a room, it's not just about being there physically. It's about owning the space. It's about taking control of the environment, because I believe I can. I don't wait for others to tell me I'm good enough. I've already made that decision for myself. The world doesn't need to validate me. I validate myself. That belief is the driving force behind everything I do. This isn't about arrogance. No, it's about having confidence. True, unwavering confidence. Confidence isn't something you are born with. It's something you build. It's built on the foundation of preparation, discipline, and hard work. It's about knowing deep down that you've put in the effort and that you've earned the right to stand tall. When you believe in yourself like this, no one can shake that foundation. You have to see yourself as a winner first. That's how champions think. They don't wait for the world to tell them they are great. They decide it for themselves. The best athletes, the best performers, the best creators, they all have one thing in common. They believe they are the best before anyone else does. It starts in your mind. The rest will follow. When you think like a champion, your actions will align with that belief. And when you act like the best, you'll become the best. 2. Act as if you are the best. Now that you've built the belief that you are the best, it's time to act like it. Your mindset is powerful, but it needs to be backed up by action. The world doesn't care about your thoughts. It cares about what you do. If you want to become the best, you must embody it in every move you make, every word you speak, and every decision you take. This isn't about pretending or faking it. It's about aligning your actions with your belief. When I walk into a room, I don't just walk in. I step in with purpose, with confidence, and with the presence of someone who knows exactly who they are and what they stand for. People notice that. They can feel it. They don't need to be told you're the best. They see it in your actions. Your body language speaks louder than words ever will. The best don't wait for validation from others. They don't need permission to be great. They don't look for approval. They create it. If you want to be the best, you must stop waiting for the world to recognize your potential. Start acting as if you are already at the top. The way you carry yourself, the way you speak, the way you carry your energy. Let it all reflect the greatness you believe in. People around you will begin to see this confidence. They'll start to treat you as if you already have what it takes. That's because you've already taken it in your mind, and now you're showing the world who you truly are. Your actions will set you apart from the rest. When you act with the belief that you are the best, the universe starts aligning to give you the opportunities to prove it. Never hold back. Walk tall, speak with power, and live with the mindset of the champion you are. The best don't wait for others to tell them they are good enough. They know it without question, and so should you. 3. Silence the doubt. Doubt is the killer of dreams. It's the one thing that stands between where you are now and where you want to be. Doubt will always try to sneak in, especially when you're pushing yourself harder than you ever have before. When you are on the verge of greatness, doubt will be right there, questioning your every move, telling you that you're not good enough, that you should quit before you fail. But here's the truth. Doubt is nothing but a shadow, and shadows only exist when there is light. If there is light in your heart, doubt can't exist. The most dangerous thing you can do is listen to the voice of doubt. It can sound convincing, it can sound like logic, it can sound like your own voice, but it's all a lie. Doubt will tell you that you aren't ready, that you'll fail, that you'll never be as good as others. But the best don't listen to doubt. They drown it out with action. When doubt says, "You're not good enough," the champion responds by saying, "I'll show you." When doubt says, "You'll never make it," the best say, "I'm already there." This is what separates the successful from the unsuccessful. The ability to silence doubt with action, to stand firm even when the world around you is telling you that you're not enough. The voice of doubt will always be there. It doesn't matter if you're starting something new or if you're on the verge of the greatest achievement of your life. But you have a choice. You can either listen to it and let it control you, or you can rise above it. For me, doubt is simply a signal that I'm on the right path. If I didn't feel doubt, it would mean I'm not challenging myself. But when I feel that familiar voice of hesitation creeping in, I know that it's the sign of growth. It means I'm doing something that scares me. And that's when I know I'm pushing my limits. The best thrive in these moments, not because they are immune to doubt, but because they refuse to let it define them. Doubt has no power over you unless you give it permission. When it shows up, don't give it the space to grow. Shut it down with your actions. Prove to yourself that you can do it. Every time you push through, every time you rise above that doubt, you grow stronger. And soon, the voice of doubt becomes smaller and smaller until it disappears completely. So the next time doubt whispers in your ear, remember this: doubt is nothing but a test of your commitment to yourself. Silence it with your unwavering belief in your potential, and show the world that you will not be stopped. The best aren't immune to doubt. They simply refuse to let it control their destiny. You are the best because you decide to be. 4. The power of consistency. The journey to greatness is not about bursts of effort or a few moments of brilliance. It's about consistency, relentless, daily action that builds the foundation for your success. You see, the best don't rely on inspiration or motivation alone. They don't wait for the perfect moment to take action. They show up every single day with the same intensity, the same hunger, the same commitment to improve. They understand that greatness doesn't come overnight. It's the result of sustained effort over time. Consistency is the secret ingredient that turns ordinary efforts into extraordinary results. You won't always feel like working. Some days you'll feel tired, unmotivated, or even discouraged. But that's when consistency becomes crucial. It's not about whether you feel like doing it. It's about doing it anyway. When you commit to something, you show up. Even when the world doesn't recognize your effort, You keep going. That is what separates the best from the rest. The best don't take breaks. They don't give up when things get tough. They keep showing up day in and day out. One of the most powerful things about consistency is that it compounds over time. Every small effort you make, no matter how insignificant it may seem in the moment, adds up. When you consistently put in the work, even when no one is watching, you are building something greater than just skill or success. You are building character. You are showing the world, and more importantly, showing yourself that you are committed to becoming the best. Consistency isn't just about doing something over and over. It's about doing it with intention, with focus, and with purpose. You're not just going through the motions. You're improving, you're refining, you're getting better each time you show up. The days where you feel like quitting are the days that matter most. It's easy to stay committed when things are going well, but real champions continue to work, even when progress seems slow or when the results aren't visible. Think about this. The best don't achieve greatness because they are exceptionally gifted. They achieve greatness because they outlast everyone else. They outwork everyone else. They don't give up when it gets hard. They keep moving forward, even when there's no applause, no recognition, and no sign of progress. The best show up every day, and that's the real key to success. The more consistent you are, the more unstoppable you become. Your habits become part of your identity. Over time, your consistent actions will give you an advantage that most people can't keep up with. While others burn out, you'll be standing strong because you've made consistency your greatest ally. So remember this: if you want to be the best, don't rely on fleeting moments of motivation or bursts of energy. Build the habit of showing up, of putting in the work every single day. You won't always see immediate results, but believe me, every step forward is progress. Consistency will take you farther than any short-lived passion or temporary burst of effort ever could. Keep going no matter what. The best don't stop, and neither should you. 5. Embrace the struggle. Success isn't handed to you on a silver platter. It doesn't come easily, and it certainly doesn't come without its fair share of pain and hardship. If you want to be the best, you have to accept that the journey will be difficult. And that's exactly the point. The struggle, the challenges, the setbacks. These are not things to avoid. These are the very experiences that will shape you into the champion you aim to become. You see, greatness isn't measured by how easily you achieve something. It's measured by how you handle the difficulties that arise along the way. Everyone loves the idea of success, but few are willing to put in the real work required to achieve it. The struggle is not just a part of the process, it is the process. It's in the struggle that you discover who you really are and what you're truly capable of. The most powerful lessons in life are learned through adversity. Think about it. How can you truly understand the value of success if you haven't experienced failure? How can you know your strength if you haven't faced pain? The struggle is where you're tested. It's where you learn what you're made of. You find out how deep your resilience runs, how strong your will is, and how much heart you have. When everything seems to be falling apart, that's when your true character is forged. And this is where the best stand out. They don't run from the struggle. They lean into it. They don't complain about the obstacles. They take them head on, using every setback as an opportunity to grow. There is no such thing as a perfect moment, no such thing as a smooth path to success. If you wait for those moments, you will wait forever. The best make the most of the struggle. They use it to fuel their journey forward, to sharpen their skills, and to strengthen their resolve. Think of every challenge you face as a chance to refine yourself. It's easy to show up when things are going well, when everything is aligned in your favor. But the true measure of a champion is not in the easy moments. It's in how you rise after a fall. It's in how you push yourself when the odds are stacked against you. The best don't let their circumstances dictate their success. They create their own success, regardless of the struggles that come their way. When I faced adversity, I didn't shy away from it. I didn't let it break me. Instead, I embraced it. It was during those tough times that I learned the most about myself. Every challenge I faced taught me a lesson. Every failure pushed me to become better. And every obstacle I overcame brought me closer to my goal. The struggle is not the enemy. It's the teacher. It shows you what you're truly capable of. It exposes your weaknesses, but it also gives you the chance to improve. The moment you accept the struggle, you will stop seeing it as a setback and start seeing it as an essential part of your growth. You cannot become the best without going through the grind. When things get tough, don't quit. Don't back down. That's the moment when your greatness is being built. It's the moment when your persistence and resilience are being tested. Every time you push through the struggle, you become stronger, more capable, and more determined. Your growth is measured by how well you face adversity, not by how many easy wins you get along the way. The best don't just endure the struggle, they master it. They use it to fuel their drive, their determination, and their focus. They don't waste time wishing for things to be easier. Instead, they make the struggle work for them. Every challenge they face becomes a lesson in disguise. Every failure becomes the foundation for their eventual success. You must adopt the same mentality. Don't fear the struggle. Welcome it. Use it to build the strength you need to reach the top. The pain you face today will be the strength you carry tomorrow. The effort you put in now will lay the groundwork for your success. Every challenge is an opportunity to prove to yourself that you are worthy of greatness. So embrace the struggle. It's not an obstacle to your success. It is your success. It's the path to becoming the best. The struggle makes you better. It makes you stronger. And in the end, it will lead you to your victory. Keep fighting, keep pushing, and keep growing. Your greatness is forged in the fires of struggle, and when you emerge from it, you'll be unstoppable. 6. Your work is your legacy. The work you do today is not just for today, it's for tomorrow, for the future, for the legacy you leave behind. Every single action, every hour spent perfecting your craft, every drop of sweat, and every challenge you overcome contributes to the story you will one day leave. The best understand that their work isn't just something they do, it's an extension of who they are. It's their mark on the world, their contribution to the lives of others, and their testament to the journey they've taken. Many people think of success as a moment, a single victory, a trophy, a medal, or a title. But true success is something far deeper. Success isn't about what you achieve in a moment. It's about the impact you leave long after that moment has passed. Your legacy is built on the work you do every day. It's shaped by the choices you make, the actions you take, and the way you live your life. The best understand that their legacy isn't something they can buy or achieve overnight. It's the result of years of dedication, of grinding, of pushing through the hardest moments, of staying true to their purpose. Everything they do is part of the foundation they are building, not just for themselves, but for those who come after them. Your work, your actions, your integrity, they become part of the story of who you are and what you stood for. Think about this. The work you do, the hours you put in, the way you approach challenges, all of it becomes a reflection of your character. You may not realize it now, but people are watching. People are learning from your actions. Your work will inspire others to keep going, to push harder, to be better. You are a living example of what it means to give everything to your craft. Whether you know it or not, your work has the power to shape the lives of others and create ripples of influence that will continue long after you've moved on. The best never work for short-term recognition. They don't seek praise or attention in the moment. Instead, they focus on doing the work that matters. They do the work because it is their purpose. They do the work because they understand that their actions will define who they are for years to come. Their work is a reflection of their character, of their discipline, and of their commitment to excellence. They don't just work to achieve success, they work to leave behind a legacy that will inspire others to reach for their own greatness. Think about the impact of the work you do every day. Whether you're training your body, honing your skills, or improving your mind, everything you do is creating a ripple effect. Every piece of work you create, every challenge you overcome, becomes part of your story. It's a story that will inspire others to follow in your footsteps. Your work isn't just for you. It's for those who will come after you. The people who will see your example and say, if they can do it, so can I. What you do today echoes far beyond today. Your actions will be remembered long after the applause has died down and the crowds have gone home. What will you leave behind? Will it be a legacy of hard work, of dedication, of integrity? Will it be a legacy that inspires others to rise above their limitations, to push through their struggles, and to never give up on their dreams? The best know that their legacy is the ultimate measure of their success. It's not the titles or trophies. It's the way their work has impacted the world. It's the lives they've touched, the inspiration they've provided, and the standard of excellence they've set. Your legacy is built on the work you do every day. It's built on the sacrifices you make, the challenges you overcome, and the commitment you show to your craft. So, ask yourself, what kind of legacy do you want to leave? Do you want to be remembered for a few moments of glory, or do you want your work to echo for generations to come? The choice is yours. Every day is an opportunity to build your legacy. Every action you take is an opportunity to create something that will live on long after you're gone. The best don't just work for today. They work for forever. And so should you. Your work is your legacy. It will outlive you, inspire others, and show the world who you really are. Make it count. Make it something that people will talk about for years to come. Make it something that others will look to when they need inspiration. The work you do today will define your place in the world tomorrow. The best don't just work for themselves, they work to leave behind something meaningful. Your legacy starts now. Don't wait for tomorrow. Start building it today. 7. Never stop evolving. The best never stop evolving. It's not enough to be great today. Greatness is a continuous journey, a lifelong commitment to improvement. The moment you stop growing, you begin to decline. You can never afford to become complacent or satisfied with your current state. To be the best, you must constantly push the boundaries of what you are capable of. This is the mindset that sets champions apart from everyone else. Greatness is not a destination. It's not a place you reach and then rest. It's a process, one that continues every day of your life. To be the best, you have to evolve constantly, to push yourself beyond your limits, to never settle for the level of skill, performance, or understanding you currently have. The moment you stop evolving, you stop growing. And if you stop growing, you stop being the best. I've often said that when you stop learning, you stop living. The world doesn't stop moving, and neither should you. In fact, the world is constantly changing, and if you aren't evolving along with it, you're being left behind. The best recognize this. They are always aware of the fact that their journey isn't over. They know that they are never finished learning, never finished growing. Each day is an opportunity to sharpen themselves, to strengthen their weaknesses, and to evolve into a more refined version of themselves. They never stop. To evolve, you must be open to change. The best embrace change because they understand that without it, there can be no growth. They understand that becoming stagnant is the greatest threat to their success. Just because you've reached a high point doesn't mean you can rest on your laurels. Every time you reach a new peak, there is a new challenge to face, a new level of excellence to strive for. And that's what the best do. They never stop seeking improvement. The process of evolution isn't always easy. It requires humility to admit that you are not perfect and that there is always room to grow. It requires dedication to push through the discomfort that comes with trying new things, learning new techniques, and stepping into unfamiliar territory. But it's through this discomfort that you build strength. It's through the process of facing your weaknesses and working to improve them that you become better than you were yesterday. Evolution isn't just about skill, it's about mindset. The best are always looking for ways to improve themselves mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. They recognize that becoming great isn't just about honing a specific skill, but about expanding their perspective, learning new ways of thinking, and continuously strengthening their mental toughness. They embrace the discomfort of learning, of growing, and of evolving in ways that make them stronger in all areas of life. Think of evolution as an ongoing cycle. Once you reach one goal, set another. Once you reach one milestone, create a new challenge. Always be looking ahead. Never get too comfortable with what you've already achieved. The best constantly reevaluate their goals and redefine what success looks like for them. They don't simply rest after achieving one victory. They're already setting their sights on the next one. This is how you stay at the top, by constantly evolving, never letting your momentum slow down. For me, every challenge, every success, every failure was an opportunity to evolve. I never stayed in one place for too long. I sought out new knowledge, new techniques, and new ways of thinking. I was always looking for ways to better myself, to push my limits, to improve. I knew that if I stopped evolving, I would start to fall behind. This is why I continued to work harder, to refine my skills, and to expand my mind. The best never rest on their past achievements. They know that success is not a permanent state. It's a constant process. They embrace evolution, and in doing so, they continue to improve, to challenge themselves, and to redefine what it means to be the best. Remember this, your evolution is the key to your lasting greatness. The moment you stop learning, stop growing, stop adapting, you begin to fade. So, never stop evolving. Keep learning, keep pushing, keep growing. The best never stop, they evolve, and that is what makes them unbeatable. Keep evolving, because the moment you stop, someone else will take your place. And that's the last thing you want. So make the decision today to never stop evolving. Make it a part of your mindset, a part of who you are. Always strive for something better, something greater, something more. Your evolution is your power, and your power will never run out as long as you continue to evolve. The best are always evolving, always pushing, and always growing, and so should you. 8. Focus on the process, not the result. It's easy to get caught up in the end goal, to constantly chase the results you want. We all dream of victory, success, and achieving greatness. But if you focus too much on the result, you risk missing out on the most important part of the journey, the process. The best understand this truth. They know that greatness isn't just about the outcome, it's about what you do every single day to get there. The process is everything. The process is where the magic happens. It's where you build the habits, discipline, and mental toughness required for success. The results will come, but they come as a byproduct of consistent effort, focused action, and unwavering dedication to the process. When you focus only on the result, you miss the opportunity to grow, to learn, and to evolve in the way that will make that result sustainable. Success is not a one-time event. It's a culmination of every step you take along the way. It's in the daily grind, the small victories, the mistakes, the corrections, and the adjustments that you make. Each moment is part of the process that will ultimately lead you to the outcome you desire. But you can't get attached to the outcome. You can't obsess over when the success will come or how long it will take. You have to trust in the process and focus your energy on what you can control right now. This is one of the hardest lessons to learn because we live in a world that is obsessed with instant gratification. We want the results now. We want the rewards before we've truly earned them. But the best know that the reward is not the goal. It's the natural result of doing the right thing over and over, day after day. They stay committed to the process, trusting that their consistent efforts will eventually lead them to where they want to be. The process teaches you discipline. It teaches you patience. It teaches you resilience. The best are not defined by their ability to win, but by their ability to stick to the process, no matter how long it takes or how difficult it gets. The process demands that you show up every day, whether you feel like it or not. It requires you to push through the moments of doubt, frustration, and fatigue. It requires you to trust in yourself, even when you don't see immediate results. If you want to be the best, you must become obsessed with the process. You need to fall in love with the grind, the hard work, the small improvements, and the dedication. If you're only focused on the end goal, you'll miss the beauty of the journey. The journey itself is what builds your strength, your character, and your skill. It's in the day-to-day effort that you find your true power. And that power, once developed, will propel you to the results you desire. Think about a time when you achieved something meaningful in your life. Was it the result itself that mattered most? Or was it the work you put in to get there? Most people will tell you that the satisfaction comes not from the goal itself, but from knowing that they gave everything they had, that they stayed consistent, that they pushed through the obstacles and didn't give up. The process is what makes the result worth it. The best don't see the process as a means to an end. They see it as the path to becoming their best self. The process is a constant refining, a continual sharpening of who you are and what you're capable of. It's in the process that you find your true strength. So don't rush to the finish line. Don't get discouraged by how long it takes. Trust in the journey and keep your focus on the work at hand. This doesn't mean you should ignore your goals or stop visualizing the success you want. But it does mean that you need to recognize that the true value lies in the actions you take today, in the consistency and effort you put forth in every moment. The best keep their eyes on the process, because they know that the result will come when the process has been mastered. Success is built day by day, not moment by moment. The best champions focus on the process, because they understand that the process is the key to long-term success. Without it, you may reach your goal, but you'll never truly sustain it. The process is what molds you, strengthens you, and prepares you for the challenges ahead. So embrace the process, put in the work, stay disciplined, and know that the results will follow naturally. Remember, greatness is not about the destination. It's about the journey. The journey is where you'll learn, grow, and become the person you need to be to truly succeed. Focus on that, and the results will take care of themselves. The best are not the ones who achieve success quickly. They are the ones who focus on the process and never stop improving. Make the process your focus, and success will follow. 9. The compound effect of focused energy. When you look at the world's greatest achievers, you'll notice a common thread. They've mastered the art of focused energy. It's not about working harder or longer than anyone else. It's about working smarter, with intention, and with absolute focus. The compound effect of focused energy is one of the most powerful forces you can tap into on your journey to greatness. When you channel your energy into a singular direction with purpose and consistency, the results are not just significant, they are exponential. Imagine a small stream cutting through rock. It's not the strength of the water that causes the erosion. It's the continuous focused force over time. The same principle applies to your energy. Every small action, when focused in the right direction, compounds over time to create monumental results. When you direct your energy toward a single purpose, every step you take brings you closer to your goal, and the results are amplified in ways you can't always see immediately. The best don't scatter their energy, trying to do a little bit of everything. They focus it on what matters most, their passion, their purpose, their craft. They say no to distractions and only engage with what aligns with their goals. This level of focus isn't something you're born with. It's something you develop, something you refine every single day. When you learn how to focus your energy, you unlock a power that is greater than the sum of its parts. This is the compound effect in action. Small, seemingly insignificant actions add up over time, leading to massive results. Each day that you stay focused on your goal, you're stacking the odds in your favor. Every practice session, every effort, every time you choose to do the right thing, it all adds up. But here's the catch. You have to be consistent. Focused energy doesn't work if you only commit for a short time. You have to show up every day, without fail, and apply that focus relentlessly. The best understand that the path to greatness is built on consistent, deliberate effort. They don't just show up for the big moments, they show up for the small moments as well. It's the hours in the gym when no one is watching. It's the time spent honing a skill when no one is applauding. It's the work you put in behind the scenes that people don't see, but which, over time, makes all the difference. Every action you take, no matter how small, is a building block in the foundation of your success. The power of focused energy lies in its ability to compound. You may not see huge results immediately, but over time, the effects become undeniable. The energy you invest today will pay dividends down the road. Every effort you make is one step closer to your goal, even if it doesn't feel like it in the moment. Think about compound interest in the financial world. The longer you invest, the more your money grows, exponentially. It's the same with focused energy. The more you invest in your craft, your discipline, your goals, the more your results will grow over time. But here's the key. You must stay committed. You must stay focused. Don't get discouraged if the results aren't immediately visible. Stay the course, keep putting in the work, and let the compound effect work in your favor. The best athletes, the best performers, the best entrepreneurs, they all understand the value of compound effort. They don't expect overnight success. They know that the key to long-term success is a consistent focus on what truly matters. They break down their big goals into manageable, everyday tasks, and they pour their energy into those tasks without hesitation. They understand that small improvements every day can create massive, life-changing results in the long run. Focus isn't just about working hard. It's about working smart. It's about dedicating your energy to the things that truly matter and eliminating distractions that pull you off course. The best have mastered the art of saying no to things that don't serve their purpose. They've learned to channel their energy into what truly moves them toward their goals. And they do so with unrelenting consistency. You have that same potential. But to tap into it, you must first learn how to focus your energy. Stop scattering it on things that won't get you closer to where you want to be. Start saying no to the distractions that pull you away from your path. Instead, pour your energy into the areas that matter most, the things that will propel you toward your vision of success. And remember, This isn't a sprint. This is a marathon. And every small, focused action you take will bring you closer to your goal. When you learn to focus your energy and commit to the compound effect, you'll find that what once seemed impossible becomes inevitable. The results will come. They may not come instantly, but when they do, they'll be powerful and undeniable. The compound effect of focused energy is the key to achieving what others think is out of reach. It's about putting in the work, staying consistent, and knowing that every effort you make is leading you closer to your destiny. So, begin today. Focus your energy, apply consistent effort, and let the compound effect take over. You have the power to shape your future, one focused action at a time. Every small step forward is a victory. Keep moving, keep focusing, and keep applying that energy. Success will follow, and when it does, you'll realize it was the compound effect of your focused energy that made it all possible. 10. Build habits that drive success. Success isn't just about a moment of brilliance or a flash of inspiration. It's about the habits you cultivate day in and day out. The habits you develop, the routines you follow, and the discipline you maintain will either propel you toward greatness or hold you back. The best understand this. It's not the occasional effort, but the consistent actions that make them who they are. Success is built on habits, the small, often mundane actions that you repeat over time. They define your future and they shape the trajectory of your life. The key to success lies in building the right habits. Habits are the invisible force that drives your daily actions, whether you're aware of it or not. Every successful person has a set of habits that contribute to their achievements. They don't wait for motivation to strike. They rely on their routines to keep them on track. When you make the right habits a part of your life, they become automatic. You don't have to think about them, you just do them. And over time, these small, repeated actions compound into massive success. The best champions aren't necessarily the most gifted. They are the ones who consistently show up, who consistently put in the work, who consistently perform the actions required to get better. Talent is important, but it's the habits you create and the discipline you build that separate you from the rest. No matter how talented you are, without the right habits, you will never achieve your full potential. The first step in building success-driven habits is to identify what truly matters. What actions, what behaviors, what practices will lead you toward your goals. You must first define what success looks like for you. Once you have a clear vision of what you want to achieve, you can begin to identify the habits that align with that vision. If you want to be an exceptional athlete, then your daily habits should revolve around training, recovery, and nutrition. If you want to be a successful entrepreneur, your habits should revolve around learning, taking calculated risks, and working tirelessly on your business. The next step is consistency. The best habits aren't built overnight. They require time, repetition, and unwavering commitment. You won't see dramatic results immediately, and that's where most people fall short. It's easy to start something new, but it's much harder to stick with it. The key to success is showing up every single day, no matter how you feel, no matter the obstacles. It's in those small, consistent actions where you build the momentum that will ultimately propel you forward. Think about the best athletes in the world. They don't rely on motivation. They rely on discipline. They've ingrained their training routines into their daily lives so that it becomes second nature. The same goes for successful entrepreneurs, artists, and performers. They all rely on their habits to carry them through, even on the tough days. They don't wait for inspiration. They build routines that set them up for success, whether they're feeling inspired or not. The habits that drive success are often not the flashy ones. They are the small, seemingly insignificant actions that you take every day. The best athletes wake up early, eat the right foods, get their rest, and train diligently, even when no one is watching. The best entrepreneurs wake up early, work on their business every day, constantly learn and improve, and show up consistently, even when things aren't going perfectly. These aren't grand gestures. They are daily habits that create extraordinary results over time. So, if you want to achieve success, focus on the process of building habits that align with your goals. Start small. Choose 1 or 2 habits to focus on and commit to them with unwavering consistency. Don't try to change everything at once. Build your habits gradually and let them become part of your routine. The more you commit to these small actions, the more they will become ingrained in your life. Soon, they will become automatic, and you won't have to think twice about doing them. They will become second nature. One of the most powerful things about habits is that they create momentum. The more you stick to your habits, the easier they become. The more you show up, the more progress you make. And as you continue to build these habits, you'll start to see results that you couldn't have imagined at the beginning. Success is built on momentum, the consistent effort you put in day after day. The more you work on your habits, the greater the rewards will be. The best champions are the ones who have the discipline to build and stick to the habits that drive their success. It's not about being the most talented. It's about being the most consistent. They don't wait for the perfect moment to start. They take action every day, no matter the circumstances. Their habits are their foundation, and those habits will ultimately determine their success. So ask yourself, what habits are you building today that will take you toward your goals? What actions are you repeating consistently that will make you better tomorrow than you were today? The road to greatness is paved with habits. If you want to be the best, start building habits that align with your goals and stick with them, no matter what. The success you seek will come as a natural result of the habits you create today. Keep building, keep improving, and keep showing up, and you'll see your success unfold. 11. Stay focused, even when you don't feel like it. The path to greatness is not always easy. There will be times when you don't feel motivated, when the journey feels too long, and when you question whether it's all worth it. But the best understand something crucial. Motivation isn't what gets you through the tough times. What gets you through is focus, discipline, and the ability to stay committed to your purpose, even when you don't feel like it. The key to success isn't in waiting for motivation to strike. It's in being able to focus on your goals even when motivation seems distant. Motivation comes and goes. It's a fleeting feeling that can be easily shaken by obstacles, doubts, or fatigue. If you rely solely on motivation, you'll find that you start and stop, make progress, and then regress. The best don't rely on fleeting motivation. They rely on their focus and their commitment to the work. Focus is what separates those who achieve greatness from those who don't. Focus is the ability to direct your attention, energy, and effort toward what truly matters, even when it's hard. When you're focused, nothing can derail you. You stay on track, you stay disciplined, and you do the work even when your mind tries to tell you otherwise. The best know that staying focused, even when things get tough, is the real secret to success. The best athletes, performers, and entrepreneurs don't have some magical ability to feel motivated every day. They've simply mastered the art of staying focused on their long-term vision. They know that no matter how they feel in the moment, they must continue to move forward. They understand that the most important thing isn't how they feel right now. It's the small, consistent steps they take to move closer to their goal. When you stay focused, you develop the resilience needed to push through discomfort, setbacks, and fatigue. There will be days when you wake up tired, when the weight of your goals feels too heavy, when obstacles stand in your way, and when you question whether you're cut out for the journey. But in those moments, it's your focus that will carry you. Focus isn't about feeling good or motivated. It's about staying committed to your mission, no matter what's happening around you. Remember, success is not built on a single moment of effort. It's built on a series of actions taken day after day when you don't feel like it. The best don't have magic moments of inspiration that get them through the tough times. They simply put in the work, day in and day out, regardless of their mood or feelings. They know that consistency is what creates results, not sudden bursts of energy. The key to staying focused is understanding why you started in the first place. The best are deeply connected to their purpose. They have a vision of where they want to go, and they use that vision to guide them through the tough times. When motivation fades, purpose remains. Your purpose is the fuel that keeps you going when you don't feel like moving. Focus also means blocking out distractions, whether those distractions are external or internal. The world is full of noise. People will try to pull you in different directions, and your own mind will tell you to quit, to take a break, or to give up. The best don't let distractions derail them. They know that if they want to reach their goals, they must block out the noise and stay locked into their mission. This requires discipline. Discipline is the ability to do the work, not just when you feel like it, but especially when you don't. It's the ability to show up when the going gets tough, to push through the discomfort, and to keep moving forward when everything inside you is telling you to stop. Discipline is what transforms your potential into results. It's what turns your vision into reality. Without discipline, focus is useless. Without focus, discipline is a waste. So, how do you stay focused, even when you don't feel like it? First, make sure your goals are clear. Know exactly what you're working toward, and remind yourself of that vision every day. Visualize the end result, and reconnect with the reasons why you started in the first place. This will reignite your motivation when it fades, and help you maintain focus when things get tough. Second, develop routines that support your goals. The best champions don't leave their success to chance. They create routines that align with their purpose. Whether it's setting aside time each day for training, for learning, for reflection, or for rest, routines keep you on track. When you create a routine, you don't have to rely on motivation to get started. The routine becomes the structure that holds you accountable. Third, embrace discomfort. The best understand that discomfort is a part of the process. The more you push yourself out of your comfort zone, the more you grow. When you get comfortable with discomfort, you stop needing motivation to continue. It's no longer about feeling good or inspired. It's about showing up and doing the work, no matter how hard it gets. Finally, stay consistent. The best understand that consistency is the key to achieving any goal. They don't take breaks from their goals. They don't let small setbacks stop them. They keep going, even when they don't feel like it. Success doesn't happen because you worked hard one day. It happens because you put in the work consistently, day after day, even when it's hard, even when you're tired, even when you'd rather do something else. Remember, staying focused isn't always easy. It requires strength, discipline, and unwavering commitment. But the best know that focus is what sets them apart. They understand that success isn't about having good days. It's about staying focused, even on the tough days. And when you stay focused, you will find yourself one step closer to achieving the greatness you've always dreamed of. So when you don't feel like it, when the motivation is gone and the road feels long, stay focused. Keep moving forward. Embrace the discomfort. Keep showing up. Focus is what separates the best from everyone else. If you can stay focused when it's hard, when it's uncomfortable, when you don't feel like it, then you are truly on the path to greatness. 12. Build unshakable self-belief. Self-belief is the foundation of success. Without it, everything else falls apart. Self-belief isn't just about having confidence in your abilities. It's about knowing deep down that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. It's the belief that no matter the challenges, no matter the obstacles, you have the power, the strength, and the resolve to push through and come out on top. The best champions know this one undeniable truth. If you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. Self-belief is not something that can be handed to you. It must be developed and nurtured over time. It comes from within. It is a product of your thoughts, your actions, and your mindset. You become what you believe. So, if you believe in your success, in your ability to overcome challenges, in your potential to rise to the top, then you are one step closer to turning that belief into reality. The best athletes, the best performers, the best entrepreneurs, they all have one thing in common: an unshakable belief in themselves. They don't wait for validation from the outside world. They don't wait for others to tell them they're good enough. They decide on their own that they are capable of greatness. They believe in their potential, in their resilience, and in their ability to succeed no matter what. The process of building self-belief is ongoing. It's not something you acquire overnight. It's built through consistent action, through the small wins, through the overcoming of obstacles. Every time you push yourself outside of your comfort zone and succeed, no matter how small the victory, you are reinforcing your belief in yourself. Every time you face a challenge and rise above it, you are proving to yourself that you are capable of more than you thought. But self-belief doesn't just come from external accomplishments. It comes from learning how to trust yourself in the face of uncertainty. It comes from knowing that even when things don't go according to plan, you still have what it takes to adapt and find a way forward. Believing in yourself means trusting your instincts, your decisions, and your ability to find a solution to any problem that arises. The best don't let failure define them. They don't let mistakes shake their belief in themselves. Instead, they view failure as a lesson, a stepping stone toward improvement. They know that setbacks are a natural part of the journey, and they don't let them derail their self-belief. In fact, they use failure as a powerful motivator to keep moving forward. Every setback becomes an opportunity to prove to themselves that they can get back up and keep pushing forward. The key to unshakable self-belief is resilience. The best don't break under pressure. They don't crumble when things get tough. They embrace challenges, and they face adversity head-on. They trust that even when they feel weak, they have the strength within them to rise again. They don't give up on themselves. They don't let doubt cloud their vision. They are relentlessly determined to prove that nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop them. When you build self-belief, you also build an incredible amount of mental strength. You become bulletproof. No matter what life throws at you, you know you can handle it. You know you can adapt, you can adjust, and you can move forward. This kind of mental fortitude is what separates the best from everyone else. When others doubt themselves or give up, the best keep going. They believe in their ability to succeed, and that belief drives them through even the darkest moments. Self-belief also means you have to trust your vision, your goals, and your purpose. The best are visionaries. They know where they are going, and they trust in their ability to get there, no matter how long it takes or how hard the journey may be. Self-belief is what gives them the courage to chase after something big, to aim for something that others may deem impossible. They don't listen to the naysayers, to the critics, or to the doubts. They trust their path, and they trust that they are capable of walking it, step by step. But there will be moments in your journey when doubt tries to creep in. There will be times when things don't go the way you planned. The key is to not let those moments shake your belief. You need to learn how to silence the inner critic, how to shut out the negative voices, and how to reinforce your belief with action. The more you take action, the more you prove to yourself that you are capable. The more you accomplish, no matter how small, the more you will strengthen your belief. One powerful way to build self-belief is to surround yourself with people who believe in you. Find those who will lift you up, who will challenge you, and who will remind you of your worth. A strong support system is invaluable in building confidence. But at the end of the day, the most important voice you need to listen to is your own. The best champions don't need others to tell them they're great. They know it themselves. They trust in their own abilities, in their own journey, and in their own power to succeed. To build self-belief, you must also learn to overcome self-doubt. The voice of self-doubt will always be there, trying to convince you that you're not good enough, that you can't make it. But when you learn to recognize that voice and push past it, you reclaim your power. You remind yourself that doubt is simply a feeling, not a fact. When you focus on your strengths, your progress, and your resilience, you will realize that doubt is nothing more than a temporary obstacle. So begin today. Believe in yourself. Without hesitation, without question, and without doubt. Trust in your abilities. Trust in your potential. Trust that you have everything you need to achieve your goals. Self-belief is the foundation that will carry you through the challenges, the setbacks, and the hard times. When you believe in yourself, you create an unshakable force that can't be broken. The best champions don't wait for others to believe in them. They know that the most powerful belief they can have is the one they hold in themselves. When you believe in yourself, the impossible becomes possible. You start seeing opportunities instead of obstacles. You stop seeing challenges as threats and start seeing them as opportunities for growth. And once you believe in yourself, nothing, absolutely nothing, can stand in your way. 13. Master the art of patience and persistence. The road to greatness is rarely quick, and success is not something you achieve overnight. It's easy to become frustrated when progress is slow, when the results don't come as fast as you'd like, or when obstacles keep appearing. But the best understand something crucial. Success is built on patience and persistence. These two qualities are the cornerstones of long-term achievement, and they are what will carry you through the challenges you face on your journey. Patience doesn't mean waiting around for success to magically appear. It means being willing to put in the time and effort required to reach your goals, no matter how long it takes. It means trusting that the work you're doing today will pay off tomorrow, even if you can't see the results right away. Patience is about understanding that success is a process, and that process requires time, consistent effort, and a willingness to keep moving forward, even when things feel stagnant. Persistence, on the other hand, is the relentless determination to keep going, no matter how many times you fail, no matter how many setbacks you face, and no matter how many doubts you experience. The best don't stop when things get hard. They dig deeper, push harder, and refuse to quit. Persistence is the unwavering belief that you can overcome any obstacle, and that every challenge you face is just another opportunity to prove yourself. It's about showing up day after day, even when you feel like giving up. Both patience and persistence are necessary because the journey to success is often long and filled with unexpected detours. You will encounter roadblocks, and at times the road will feel like it's stretching out endlessly before you. But this is where the best thrive. They understand that their patience will eventually pay off, and that their persistence will carry them across the finish line. They don't let temporary setbacks define them. They use those setbacks as stepping stones toward their ultimate goal. One of the biggest mistakes people make is expecting immediate results. They start a project or pursue a dream with great enthusiasm, only to become discouraged when the results don't come quickly enough. They give up too soon, thinking that success is only for those who have instant breakthroughs or overnight success. But the reality is that the best don't experience overnight success. They put in the work day after day, year after year, slowly but surely building their success one step at a time. They understand that greatness is a marathon, not a sprint, and they are willing to endure the long journey to get there. Patience is about trusting the process. When you plant a seed, you don't immediately see the fruit. You water it, nurture it, and wait as it slowly grows. You trust that with time, the seed will blossom into something beautiful. Success works the same way. The small, consistent actions you take today are like seeds being planted in your future. You may not see the results right away, but with time, those efforts will grow and develop into something powerful. The key is to trust the process, to be patient with yourself, and to continue putting in the work even when you don't see immediate results. Persistence is the fuel that keeps you going during the hard times. It's easy to stay motivated when everything is going well, but persistence is what gets you through the tough times. When you face a setback, persistence tells you that failure is not the end. It's just a part of the journey. When you're exhausted and frustrated, persistence is the voice that says, keep going. The best know that persistence is what separates the achievers from the dreamers. It's the ability to keep pushing forward no matter how many obstacles stand in your way. In the face of failure, persistence is the key to learning and growing. When you fail, you learn. You pick yourself up, analyze what went wrong, and make adjustments. The best don't let failure define them. They use it as a powerful tool for growth. They know that each failure brings them one step closer to success. And they understand that persistence is not about avoiding failure. It's about getting back up every time you fall, staying committed to your goals, and continuing to move forward with unwavering determination. Another important part of mastering patience and persistence is learning how to maintain a steady focus. It's easy to get distracted by short-term results or by what others are achieving. The best, however, stay focused on their long-term vision. They don't let distractions or temporary failures pull them off course. They keep their eyes on the prize, knowing that the journey is long and that the work they put in today will pay off tomorrow. You must also learn how to embrace the slow progress. We live in a world where instant gratification is often the norm, but true success doesn't happen overnight. It happens when you consistently take small steps, even when it feels like progress is slow. Every step, no matter how small, is progress. And the more you trust in the process, the more patience you develop to continue moving forward, even when it feels like you're not moving as quickly as you'd like. The best champions know that their success is a result of the countless small, persistent actions they took along the way. Every early morning, every practice session, every time they pushed through the discomfort. It all adds up. The best champions don't give up when they don't see immediate results because they know that the small steps lead to big rewards, and they are willing to put in the time it takes to get there. Patience and persistence also go hand in hand with self-compassion. You have to be patient with yourself during the process. There will be times when you stumble, when you feel frustrated, or when things don't go according to plan. But it's in those moments that you must practice patience and allow yourself the time to grow. It's in those moments that persistence is required. Keep moving forward and forgive yourself for the setbacks. Understand that these challenges are all part of the process. They don't define you. They refine you. To truly master patience and persistence, You must make the decision to keep going no matter what. Whether the road is smooth or rough, whether the journey is fast or slow, you must commit to the long haul. The best champions know that greatness isn't achieved in a moment. It's built over time, through consistent effort, patience, and an unwavering commitment to never give up. So when the journey feels long, when you start to doubt, remember this: success takes time. Be patient, trust the process, and never stop being persistent. Every small step, every moment of perseverance, every bit of effort you put in today will lead to greatness. Keep going, and success will be waiting for you on the other side. So what are you going to do now? Sit back and wait for the best to come to you? Or are you going to step up, claim your place, and act like the best? You see, no one is born the best. The best are made, and it starts with you, right now, in this very moment. Believe in yourself. Act as if you are the best, and no one will be able to stop you. Remember, greatness is a decision. It's a choice. Now go out there and be the best.